Right. Now let's go see to taking on whoever this whopper of a yokai is supposed to be. But before we do that, there was, something I neglected to do from the last video. I kind of forgot about until now. There was another I just remembered there was another tea set near in Vampire's Domain that I completely forgot about. So, I figured I might as well check that out real quick. I kinda already know what it's supposed to be, but I don't completely remember where it was, but just gonna do that really quick and then we'll move on. I think it was in here. Yep, there it is. I honestly can't believe I'm even doing this, but I'm gonna be, skipping the scene itself anyway.
Well done. You have defeated the Earth Yokai. I expected nothing less. However, it does not appear as though you have robbed her of all her power. You still need more time. I will wait for now. Well then, shall I do it?
That was kind of weird, but Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I was a bit jealous of Hakkinen during that, but not frustrated enough to be that envious. Just a reminder to you all, I ain't Monster Girl lover. I got my own pride. Anyway, I know I said we move on, but there was something else that was bugging me. Back here in the Valkyrie's domain. I think it was around here. I remember before I fought her here for the last time. I came across this tent that was in this place that was empty. Yeah, here it is. I also realized that while I was here, I never saw another one of those tea sets, so I kind of figured it might be in here. And I was right. So here we go again. I'm just playing catch-up with this thing, okay? To me, it'll go by for a bit, but for you viewers, it'll just go by in a split second.
Hakkinen, you came. My apologies for always having to cover your spirit. Now let us take our time to enjoy this lover's tryst. This is a short dream. The moment you leave this place, you will forget all about me. Though you will still remember on an unconscious level. Such is the way of things. Now then, my little lord. Come back here when you overcome this domain, and I shall give you a reward. I shall let you choose once again. What do you wish your final reward to be?
So this will be the last time? Well, there's only one left I didn't pick, so...
Oh, I see. You want me to put your member in my mouth? My, oh my. I wonder what my fangs would say if they heard you say that. But rest assured, I will do as you ask. I will cover your manhood with my saliva and breath and breathe it and breath in my hot mouth, melting you away in pleasure as I suck you dry. So that is your desired reward? That I take your rod in my mouth?
Yeah, sure.
Then it is agreed. Now go. The ritual must proceed. No blunders this time.
Except I already conquered it, so... Alright, guys. I'll see you all in another split second.
You've done very well to subjugate the fire yokai. I expected nothing less. Though you do not seem to have robbed her of all her energy. Little lord, you will have to do it sooner or later, no matter how much you delay. Well, it will do for now. Well then, shall I do it?
Okay, I'm glad that's finally over with. It was quite a show, but the show's over, so I'm getting out. Alright. Now with that out of the way, let's finally get into this next domain and meet our new opponent. Saltwater domain? Oh yeah, that's right. From that flashback, they say the yokai can use water, whoever she is. A largely unknown beast that has led countless sailors into treacherous reefs has settled in the water. That huge beast is the one who protects this place, so be careful. I don't know why, but that sounds familiar to me. This place is infused with water energy. Defeat the giant yokai who's come here from the ocean depths and take its supremely high-quality water energy.
Let's see if your running away battle skills will work against this yokai.
I'd rather not battle them if I can help it. I don't suppose I'd be able to get anywhere by hashing things out with them.
You're still talking about that? Give it up already. You need to be prepared to fight. Besides, I'm not sure if your next opponent can even hold a conversation, let alone discuss something with you.
Huh? Okay, that doesn't seem like a good sign to me.
Be careful. Out of the 5 trials, this one will be the most difficult.
Huh? The 4th one is the hardest?
Wouldn't the 5th opponent normally be the strongest? Don't sweat the details. It just means if you can beat this one, then the next will be a piece of cake.
Okay, that's not usually how it goes systematically, but oh well. Oh, some gold pieces. Haven't seen any of those in a bit. Huh? Ship's log. There's something in these waters that draws in sailors. Whether it's pirate treasure, some unexplored region, or even untouched spices. I have no idea. The men who've been here once before all mutter about coming back like they've got some kind of fever. And yet, they can't explain it if you ask them why. So I decided to take a ship and some seamen to go visit for myself. I feel better if I could bring some locals with me, but everyone I asked around the harbor was too afraid to go anywhere near that place. Just what could be in those waters? So curious I can't stand it. What the heck? I saw that! What was that? There's something here. There is something here with me. And I do not like it. Just so you guys know, I don't have thalassophobia, but even I know when to be afraid of something. Well, to be very careful. There are boulders blocking the way. Ah! That hurt! So bad! They're tough. Way too tough.
Are you an idiot or something?
Huh? I understand wanting to move the rocks out of your way.
To think you'd actually try punching them. You truly are savage. It's surprising how much you try to solve problems with your fists.
But is there any other way?
They're round, so maybe you could roll them out of the way.
Roll them.
They won't budge. If only I had some handy sorcery I could call on at times like this. Now that you mention it, why don't you go visit Bunpuku's shop?
Bunbuku shop.
You know, the one that's down the hole back at your base by the big tree.
Hole?
The one with the oddball Tanuki running the place. She might know a way to move these boulders.
Got it. I'll try visiting that shop. Thanks, Apsara-san.
It's not like I was trying to give you any advice. I just happened to let some of my knowledge slip.
Sure you did. There was a hole back at the base. I don't think I ever... Did I not notice? Oh. Huh. How the heck did I not notice this here? So focused on the trials, I didn't bother looking down here. And what's this snake statue? Statue's pupils are glowing strangely. Back to the tutorial area. Goku? What the? Actually I had a P instead of a B. Must have been a typo in translation, I guess. I'm guessing that's Bunpuku over there. What on earth is this place? Ah! Who's there?
Oh, it's just a human.
Well now. She's a thick one. I like what I see here. This individual
Certainly doesn't seem to be human. My apologies for just barging in here like that. My name's Hakunen. It's fine. You brought cash with you? Huh? This is the Bunbuku item shop. No one gets turned away as long as they have money to spend, even if they're human. Must be those gold pieces I've been picking up, so this is what they're for. They call me Bunpuku. I'm a wheelin', dealin', transforming tanuki. Nice to meet ya. Bunpuku-san. Tanuki. Yet another yokai wearing very revealing clothing. You should be used to that by now, Hakunen. Nice to meet you as well. Interested in my body, are ya? If that's what you're here for, I'm more than happy to sell my body. Wow, she does not waste any time. What? No, thank you! Suit yourself. I suppose you can't be going around doing it with yokai in this here pot. Tell you the truth, it's not like I don't want human energy. I've got to grow as well. I love to attack you like that Apsaris lady. But I'll let you off the hook. Thanks, I guess? Wait a second. Huh? That kimono you're wearing really takes me back. Though I'm in here now, I was born in the same country as you. So I'll let you off the hook for the sake of our home. However, now that you're in this pot, don't do anything to stand out, got it? You should keep your head down if you want to live a long life. Huh? Long life? Now then, come chat if you want to do some shopping. If you ever find you've got cash burning a hole in your wallet, I'll help lighten the load. Right. That was certainly something. You can get spiritual energy by replaying battles with yokai. So wait, I can get more if I keep fighting them? Huh. There are some notes about sorcery written here. As sorcerer, you must have mastery over the qualities within yourself. Specifically, the stats you can view through the game menu. Run reduction is the % reduction in vitality consumed when you use the run command. Base cost to run is 50 vitality, so the lower your run reduction, the more vitality it will cost you to run. Magic absorption is the quantity of vitality restored whenever you block enemy sorcery. Fatigue recovery is the amount of vitality you'll receive after recovering from the fatigue state. And finally, win bonus is related to how many points you receive in battle. So this is stuff I just... As a sorcerer, the energy dwelling within you is a critical factor when squaring off against yokai. It's represented by the peach-colored bar on the right side of the screen. It serves as an indication of your overall strength, and many of your abilities and stats will be weakened at low energy. You can recover energy back at your base, but you should still be aware of energy-draining attacks from yokai. And this one? Spiritual energy taken from yokai is used to unlock additional sorcery. As a sorcerer, it will enable you to recall techniques once taught to you by your master. Once recalled, techniques can be freely swapped out as equipable sorcery items. That sounds useful. Battle points. Points are the lingering response of your body to the effects of battle. You can confirm how many points you have for any given stage at its entrance. If you're sick of standard battles, you can spice things up by going for a high score. You can adjust your strength before tough battles by using power springs. Also keep in mind that using ritual implements in battle won't help your score. The number of points received by any given action is dependent on your base bonuses. This base bonus is influenced by how difficult you've made the battle for yourself. In other words, the lower your spiritual energy or level, the more points you get. Your win bonus stat has an effect on your points as well. So basically, the harder I put myself through the ringer, the more rewards, more points I'll get. That's not usually my style of things, but I'll keep it in mind. Multiplicative bonuses? You get points for all sorts of actions during battles. The riskier the action, the more points you get for it. For example, you get double the points when trying to shake off an enemy who's got you bound, so it can be worth risking it for extra points. Now that I think about it, that first time that Valkyrie got me in our first fight, the score I got from that was really high. I'm guessing that's what that was about. Oh, wait, I didn't read that last part. Example, you get double the points when trying to shake off an enemy who's got you bound, so it can be worth risking for extra points. Okay, no, never mind, I did read it. Would you stop standing out so much? What will you do if they wake up? Who's they? Shopping. Those rocks in the way. So she does have some items on her. Sorcerer's cape?
A weird-looking kimono from a distant land increases fatigue recovery amount by 20%. Spirit Coral. A beautiful coral charm, hone release recovers 8% more vitality. Soul-stealing Grimoire. Grimoire from another land with mysterious power slightly increases wind bonus. Angel Feather. Shines like the inside of a seashell, run reduction plus 20%. Looks more like a bat wing than a feather, run reduction plus 20% vitality resistance. Ends doesn't justify the beats with this one. Round Shield. Lined with yokai repelling silver, increases magic absorption by 40%. She's got the vitality and will potions too. Bone release recovers 8% more vitality. I think I could use this one. I'll buy this. I've been doing fine without these will and vitality potions so far, but maybe just to be on the safe side. I'll buy one of these two, just in case of an emergency. As for the rest of this stuff, magic absorption by 20%. I'll buy this round shield too. Okay, I'll stop right there for now. Good health to you. Try to get home without standing out too much. So this is where I equip this stuff. It shoots down my win bonuses a bit, but... Bone release recovers 8% more vitality. I should talk to her about those rocks.
Human-san. What have you come here for today? So you want to find out how to move some boulders, huh? That spell book over there should prove to be mighty useful. You can go read it if you like, but you'll need spiritual energy to be able to learn anything from it. Thank you for so much. Hey, you're planning on getting out of this pot, aren't you? Huh? Well, of course. Truth is, I didn't think you'd be able to fight anyone. You're as thin as a string bean and give off this effeminate vibe when I look at you. Uh-huh. But, and I'm telling you this for your own good, give up on this. What the heck? Huh? There's no leaving this pot. It's over for you once you're inside. What do you mean exactly? There are things in this world best left unknown. I'll tell you about it if and when you finally get that far. Does she know something? Ugh, well, whatever it is, she's obviously not gonna tell it to me right now. What's this over here? There are all sorts of sorcery books on the shelves. If I read them, I might be able to recall some of the sorcery techniques Master taught me. Whoa. Being prepared is essential. Having the right ritual implements and sorcery is the key to victory. Right special abilities for use in battle. Implements protect against yokai special attacks. Manage my equipped items from the menu. Try to make sure your equipment matches against the strengths of the yokai you're challenging. Use the spell books in the item shop to unlock memories from your training. Doing that will give you success to sorcery items. Sorcery items are equipped just like any other item by using the game menu. So it's like any typical JRPG. Make sure you have the right equipment depending on who you're fighting. That's like classic JRPG 101 right there. And I would know. I played countless of them over the years. Well, might as well get this out of the way. Kododama. Use words of power to manipulate large boulders. Can be equipped as a sorcery item. Alright, here we go. This is Kododama's spellbook. Master taught me this a long time ago. If I remember correctly, this is what she taught me back then.
Wait a second, is this a flashback?
You still got a ways to go. Just a little more and it feels like I could move it. Some might say if pushing doesn't work, then try pulling. In other words, try thinking of some other method if you want to move that boulder. If you can move it well enough. I'll give you a passing mark for today's training.
Ugh.
A way to move it without pushing. Then how about I show you how it's done? Hey, big guy. It's so hot and stuffy again today. Wouldn't you rather be next to the water? Huh? Is she talking to someone? Why don't you go and have a dip in the water over there?
Okay, that was rather unusual.
Huh? What did you do just now? It moved on its own. I didn't do anything special. I just tried talking to the boulder's spirit, asking it to move. What, you don't believe me?
I just can't believe that boulders would be able to understand words.
Well, believe it, Hakunen. All things in nature possess a spirit, and that spirit responds when spoken to by us. The reason why ordinary people don't speak to boulders is because they don't make any attempt to see their true nature, nor do they possess the power to see. Those who are able to see such things are sorcerers. If you can see the true nature of things and move them as you please, then your path in life will always be simple. That is sorcery. Understood. So if I learn techniques to freely move even large boulders, then I might not need to use more violent sorcery. Not quite. As much as it pains me to say, I'm afraid that's not the case. There's a reason I'm teaching you about power and techniques to battle enemies, and that's because they're indispensable to achieving the things that are important to you. Even if you gain the power to use words to move boulders, those words will be powerless against those possessing wills stronger than any boulder. Wills. That's right. There will be times when individuals appear before you that cannot be bargained with, and who wish to take your most precious things from you. There will be times you're thrust into a world not of good or evil, but simply of survival of the fittest.
Wait, that's exactly like the situation I'm in right now.
Those battle techniques will be required in such a situation. Remember this, Hakunen. The violent ways of the dark arts exist to beat down those who possess willpower stronger than mere boulders.
Understood, Master.
I'm sure you'll be able to use Kododama one day. You'll definitely be able to use this technique when your spiritual energy is strong enough. Until that time comes, all you have to do is remember what I taught you here today.
Whoops. Hang on.
Now that I've got power, I finally understand the meaning behind what she taught me back then. I finally acquired this technique!
Kododama. Uses the power to move large boulders. Don't need to be equipped to work. Alright. So, let me check this thing out. Whoops.
Equip low chance of binding enemies when blocking techniques.
Low chance of binding enemies.
Huh.
What about this? What about all this other stuff? Absorption. Absorb a small amount of vitality whenever you block an enemy's special moves. That actually sounds very useful. Perseverance. Reduce vitality damage for a while whenever you block an enemy's special techniques. East Link. Temporarily reduce the cost of the run action whenever you block an enemy's special moves. Learn this one. Spirit Release. Automatically cast a weak version of Hone Release when you block an enemy sorcery. I might as well see if I can get any more techniques from here. This is an absorption spellbook. Master taught me this a long time ago. If I remember correctly, this is what he taught me back then.
Hakunen, today I'll be teaching you about yokai once again.
Right.
Now then, let's go over what you know. Tell me, what are yokai? Okay? Yokai are life forms that are built different from people, beasts, and birds. Though they're living things, they're essentially a mass of spiritual energy with a will of its own, wielding powerful magic. Exactly so. Yokai are masses of power, which is why they can drain the spiritual energy of other living things and turn it into power. Now let me pose you another question. The yokai have a particular method to take the spiritual energy of others. What is that fundamental method yokai use when hunting for energy? Come on, you should know the answer to this. Seducing and copulating with men, eating a well-rounded diet, sleeping. I mean, we kind of know this one. It's seducing and copulating with men. That's right, seduction. They transform themselves into beautiful women to seduce men, lay with them, and drain their power. It's such a basic part of yokai nature that it almost goes without saying. Does that mean that men make up almost all of a yokai's prey? Well, it's true that men are rather easy to seduce, but women can find themselves nourishment for yokai as well. There are yokai out there who will transform into handsome men to take the spiritual energy of human women. So in other words, there are yokai out there who are bi. And not just that, when it comes to prey, yokai aren't limited to only humans. There are yokai who will transform into cows and mares to tempt the males of those species.
Okay, that just made it weird.
Or even those who transform into beautiful women will use their sorcery on beasts. There are those out there who rather enjoy having trysts with beasts while they're in human form. What the ever-lovin'... Huh? Apparently male beasts in heat are incredibly rough. And there are some yokai who find the act of draining spiritual energy from beasts utterly irresistible.
Dude, that is all kinds of messed up.
What's wrong? Have I got you interested? No, not at all! Getting back to the point, my disciple, if you're to be tangling with yokai as a sorcerer, you must always be careful of their temptations. Right. But the way you are now, I was able to make you go beet red with just my little story. You'll end up becoming prey in a flash like that. Ugh. But I have a technique to deal with yokai that drains spiritual energy. Even human sorcerers can use it. And use the sorcery unleashed by yokai against them to drain their power. I call it absorption.
Am I really capable of using something like that?
You are, as long as you can become stronger than you are now, and hold spiritual energy within your body. The day you can get to that point is the day you'll be able to use absorption. You'll definitely be able to use this technique when your spiritual energy is strong enough. Until that time comes, all you have to do is remember what I taught you here today. Now that I've got power, I finally understand the meaning behind what she taught me back then. I finally acquired this technique. Absorption. Absorb a little vitality when blocking. I can tell this will probably be a very useful skill. Let's see what the other technique is first. Beast-Link. Temporarily reduce the cost of the run action whenever you block an enemy's special moves. I guess I'll take a look at this one too. I think after this, though, I think I'm gonna stop and go back to the domain. This is Beast-Link spellbook. Master taught me this a long time ago. If I remember correctly, this is what she taught me back then. Kraken, I will be teaching you some rather high-level sorcery today. Are you ready? Yes, I will listen very carefully. Listen. Come now, I won't be using words to teach you. This is something your body will experience. Huh? Now then, I shall invoke a bestial soul. Follow my magical fragrance and descend before me. What? A dog? No, that's no mere dog. It's an Inugami, also called an animal spirit by some. Often possessing humans, they're feared as bringers of abnormalities within the human mind. An animal spirit. I've heard of that. It's called Inugami possession. They say that those possessed by one become unhappy and aggressive before eventually losing their sense of self. That's right. But an animal spirit can also be used. By turning the animal spirit into power, you can accomplish things a human body normally could not. Now then, I will make you experience the power of an Inugami. Something went inside my body! Very good. How does it feel having an Inugami inside you? What's this feeling? It's like I'm not really me anymore. Oh, you've got the hang of it splendidly. Amazing, I can move so quickly. So this is the power of the Inugami. What is it? What's this? You've gotten so clingy. Look at you sniffing my legs. Just what are you planning on doing?
Oh god, what the hell did she do to me?
What am I doing? Being so vulgar towards Master. Come on now, don't hump me like that.
Oh great. Doing that thing that dogs do sometimes.
You're really rotting now. It looks like you weren't able to hold back the Inugami spirit. Why do I stop this? Dear, oh dear. Maybe it was too soon to teach you that technique. Best hold off on that technique while you lack the ability to control the beast's power. Yes. But keep this lesson fresh in your mind. This experience will surely prove useful once you have enough power. Don't forget today's teachings, nor the experience of taking a spirit into yourself. I'm sure you'll be able to handle this beast link technique one day. You'll definitely be able to use this technique when your spiritual energy is strong enough. Until that time comes, all you have to do is remember that what I taught you here today. Now that I've got power, I finally understand the meaning behind what she taught me back then. I finally acquired this technique. Beast link. Blocking techniques activates dashing state.
Alright, I think that's enough. I might as well check these out. Let's see. Absorption. Recovers vitality when enemy techniques are blocked. Beast link. Puts you in dashing state after blocking special techniques, which triples my run reduction. Wait, triples my run reduction? Ain't that a bad thing? Wait. So wait a second, if this puts me in a dashing state after I block a technique, does that mean I'll continuously run away? Honestly, I'm not really sure about that. I think absorption might be the better sorcery technique here. As for Kododama, low chance of binding enemies when blocking techniques. I think I'll stick to absorption here. There was 8% more vitality. My absorption by 40%. Wait. Hey, why don't you stop trying to battle yokai and come have some fun with me instead? You don't need to be doing such scary stuff. Live your life having fun instead. I think I'll buy one more piece of this stuff before I go. Let's see, Sorcerer's Cape. Increases fatigue recovery amount by 20%. Angel Feather. I'll buy this too. In case I might think I might need it. Good health to you. Try to go without having to stand out too much. Alright, that's enough of that. Let's really get this thing going. Now that I have Kododama, I can get these boulders out of the way. A round boulder. They're too solid to smash. I can't roll them either. There must be some way. Okay, that worked. Huh? Looks like you managed to remember your boulder rolling technique. That's right, I remembered how to use Kododama. And it was all thanks to your advice. I really appreciate it. Is it really okay to be so innocently happy? Huh?
Now that you've learned how to roll boulders, next you'll be made to learn swimming techniques. After that, we'll be chopping down trees, and you'll be made to start flying around the place. Before you know it, you'll be more of an odd jobs handyman than a combatant. A handyman? Why'd you immediately jump to that? I mean, I suppose she's not exactly wrong. Those techniques could be used for, essentials in life as well. What the? Oh, I can walk here. I guess because of such shallow water. If I knew what to do here, that is. Huh? There's a door here. Oh, it's Valkyrie, so she can pop up now too. Understanding and making good use of your strong points is vital to combat. That's something you did very well, little guy. It's a valuable part of humans that can make them really strong. That's why you defeated me. Human? Strong points? I see. You're talking about our zeal and our spirit that doesn't break in the face of adversity. Not that. I'm talking about your tenacity. More than any other beast, humans tend to neglect their physical bodies. Depending on the circumstances, a human who travels long distances continuously might be able to run faster than even a dog or a horse. Ah, it's possible for them to build a body that can skillfully manage movement, breathing, and heat control. Your ability to run around while expertly controlling your breathing is one such forte you possess. And that's not limited to just when you're running away. An older colleague of mine told me that long ago, humans displayed a lot of their tenacity when hunting. They'd spend a lot of time persistently hounding and running down much larger and faster beasts, which meant no matter the beast, eventually it would run out of energy and be taken down. That tenacity is a hugely precious strength. I see. That wasn't really something I thought about, but it makes me happy to hear it. But I still think the strongest quality humans possess is zeal, passion. I wonder how I lost to you. Never change who you are, Hakunen. Never change who you are. Let's see. Where else can we go? What else is around here? Another one of those logs. It said something sleeps in this reef that makes men into love slaves. A strange wind filled our sails, almost as if it were guiding us to land ashore here. While I'm glad to have arrived, the surrounding towering cliffs have us at an impasse. According to stories by the locals, there are 3 contraptions that must be unlocked in order to pass through. First appears to be in the shallows around a small island to the southeast, at a place where a lone tree to the north intersects with a strange colored boulder. We'll head to that island to the southeast for now. Southeast, huh? So you managed to best even Valkyrie on Oh Child of Man. I expected nothing less of the one who managed to defeat me. Or rather, someone who managed to defeat me when I was only using 1/10 of my true power. Thanks. So, how did you do it? Huh? How did you defeat that spear wielder? What was your method? Method you say? Same as with everyone else so far. I ran away until my opponent ran out of stamina. I see. So that's what I should have done. I suppose considering her constitution and the fact that she's rather large prey, could have been better to wait for her to use up her stamina. I see. Have you two fought before? Well, something like that. Wow, who won? You what? Huh? But the result of a battle is something to be kept between the two who fought. There's no way I could tell you that. It's part of a swordsman's pride. Okay. Sorry for saying something rude. So Vampire fought whoever's here? Huh. Wait, is this that southeastern island? Huh. What did that log say again? At a place where a lone tree to the north intersects with a strange colored boulder. Huh.
Huh. I'm a little bit at a loss here. Guess this is another puzzle I gotta solve. Three contraptions must be unlocked when I pass through. First appears to be in the shallows around a small island to the southeast. Shallows. Place where a lone tree to the north intersects with a strange colored boulder. Intersects with a strange colored boulder. Huh. It says it's on the shallows. Intersects with a strange colored boulder. I wonder if... Got it! Huh. Can't believe that actually worked. Wait, was this here earlier? We spent an entire day looking before finally discovering the contraption. When we pushed the button, a column of water started gushing out. What on earth is this going to do? Is there really treasure sleeping here? What will we find after solving all these devices? However, more important than those questions is the fact that we were missing some sailors when dawn broke. Did they go off somewhere while we were looking around the shallows? Well, it doesn't matter. We'll be home soon enough. As for the next device, I was told it's in a It's a mermaid statue? It's supposed to be in some shallows to the northeast. I'll get some idle hands to come with me when I head over. I said northeast this time, so... Huh, this wasn't here earlier. What's this? Oh, it's another save thing. I don't need that right now. Oh, that must be the statue over there. I guess this thing's testing me to see if I can get to it. That's the next one. Another log. Second fountain of water has risen up after pushing on the contraption. These mechanisms are so elaborate, it's as if they're actually hiding some kind of treasure. But I'm getting worried about the continuing disappearances of the crew. This time, the navigation officer vanished. However, we did discover one of the missing sailors. He looked incredibly emaciated, yet also in some kind of ecstasy. He was moaning to himself about wanting to go back to the cave about meeting her again. Who could he be talking about? Are there people here other than us? We managed to find out from him that we can open the stone doorway by investigating a rock in its vicinity. To be honest, I couldn't care less about the possibility of treasure inside. I'd much rather just go home. I can feel the presence of something other than us in this place. It's gotta be that yokai. So there's a rock around here? Okay, I wonder how you get up there. Like, seriously. Alright, focus, Raijin, focus. A rock in the vicinity. Talking about this? That was kind of too easy. I picked up some kind of fragrance upon entering the cave. It was like the harsh, sweet smell of overripe fruit. It made my head go blank when I smelled it. I really don't want to explore inside. But I have no choice. I can hear the voices of the missing sailors further in. They're making that sound like unsettling moans accompanied by strange wet noises. I need to rescue them if we're going to be able to operate the ship, so I have to go. Man, they're really making this sound like a big deal. Wait a minute. 1, 2. I just want to check something. Hmm. I guess there really is no way up there right now. Now that I think about it, when I found that rock, I didn't see another fountain go up, so... Hmm? My partner cried out that he saw a woman. There's no way. There was nothing in the darkness but something that resembled a slug trail. We'll keep on heading further in while watching our footing on the now slimy ground, steadily getting closer to the voices. However, I did actually see something back then. Some kind of shadow. A completely white person? A woman? No, my head's not working properly. There's no way a woman could be in a place like this. It must have been a hallucination. Okay, this is actually starting to freak me out a little bit. Please save us, God. The sight before us was enough to drive anyone mad. In the rocky area ahead were our sailors, naked with something clinging to their bodies. Crawling over them was some white thing, clump of human-like flesh. The sailors were drooling like they'd gone mad, thrusting their hips into the things. It was as if they were copulating with a beloved woman. No, that's not it. When looked at closely in the darkness, they resembled women, but not when you look at them from far away. They're actually more like wiggling, squirming, boneless masses of flesh. Those white things were covering men with some kind of sticky mucus, slowly wrapping themselves around their bodies. Okay, I'm starting to sound like I'm narrating an erotica when I read those things. So I'm sure... Anyway, I have no doubt that they're... Oh my lord. What in the heck? What is that? Whatever it is, I'd better not hang around here too long. I need to quickly search this area and leave. Is that thing with those logs we're talking about? That... But... thing I just saw. The thing over there showed up right after it did. Wait, the hell are those? One of those logs mentioned a sticky trail. That's probably what it was talking about, and... Wait, sticky trail? Oh, I think I get it. If those things... I'm sure that stuff slows me down if I walk all over them. I've dealt with that before. Having no interest in fighting something like that, we turned back and left in fear. Then countless numbers of those white things appeared at the entrance, blocking our exit. Before I realized it, my partner was gone. Puzzled by his sudden disappearance, I asked the remaining men about it. They said he wandered off on his own to cling to one of those masses of flesh before being dragged off somewhere. I can't believe it. I don't want to believe it. Who the hell would willingly choose to be near those things? They have to be out of their mind. No, if I'm being honest, I do understand somewhat. The fragrance floating inside this cave is eating away at our sanity. Those white-fleshed women aren't women as I first thought. Though they are living things, they're nothing more than appendages of some main body. They emit some kind of lascivious fragrance that tries to tempt us over to them. They act as quasi-bait, used to lure us in, much the same way we do in fishing. The fragrance accumulates at the lowest points in the cave. If I can scramble up somewhere high without breathing any in, I might be able to get through this. So that's its game. That must have been the fragrance the log was talking about. Great. So I gotta get through this quick. Okay, so these steps are like the safe zones. Okay, go. I don't even want to know what'll happen if I step on that crap. So I'm the only one left. The last crewman left ended up getting stuck in some sticky mucus on the ground, leaving me as the only one able to escape. Given the situation, couldn't be helped. But he's still alive. I could hear a voice just now, and I could tell it was him. It was a voice that sounded somewhere between bliss and madness, crying out some imaginary woman's name. I can actually hear everyone's blissful voices from here. I'm the only one still afraid. Will I be put out of my misery if I try letting myself become a slave to that fragrance? Well, I'll tell you one thing, I'm certainly as hell not. Those things are trying to lure me. I'm not letting that happen. Wait, what? Oops. Oh, consarn it. Okay, at least that stuff didn't strain my vitality, but they did slow me down. Not by too much. Crap, crap, crap. I got this. I got this, Raijin. Consarn it all. Ah, I was too late. God. Well, I just spent a little too much time with that. Not to go through all that again. It's like the statues already destroyed are still destroyed. That's good, at least. I saw it. I actually saw it. The large shadow of the thing controlling those lumps of flesh. Countless white women are growing out of that thing. It's controlling them all from the bottom of the undersea cave floor. They really are like mock fishing lures. This time it's an underwater monster throwing the bait out from under the water to lure us in. It's fishing for humans. The insanity of the situation is enough to make me laugh. Huh. So a bit of a role reversal, huh? Talk about irony. We fish for... Humans fish for fish, but that thing fishes for humans. In any case, whatever that thing is, that's gotta be the... It's most likely the yokai I'm here to fight. Definitely looked big, I'll say that. Ah, made it. What's that orb? I seen you calm down. The fear I felt just before is gone. A woman is calling for me. It's the first time I've encountered a woman so beautiful. What? I guess that was the third contraption. Wait, what? Isn't it about time for me to see the true form of my next opponent? You'll see for yourself soon enough. Your rendezvous with her isn't far away now. Ugh. What, are you scared? Don't worry, the only overwhelming thing about her is her size. As for what's inside... Not quick on the uptake, are you? What? Man, Apsaris really enjoys her vagueness, doesn't she? All right. I can finally get a move on. Nice one, Hakunen.
The way you moved your body was amazing. To think you would kick off into the air from a column of water. Huh? Oh, right. Even I was a little surprised I could do that. Got so much power in my body. Straight from all the power I stole from everyone. My head hurts. I'm so hungry and thirsty, I can't move my body. We're not only alive, but rescued. Though perhaps rescued isn't quite the right word. A passing merchant ship spotted us all left down on the beach. My rescuers weren't surprised at all. Apparently, it's not uncommon for men like us to be found like that. The reason for us being thrown out like that was probably because we weren't chosen. I kind of get it. She'd never discard someone that she'd chosen. I know I shouldn't, but I want to come back to that place. I finally understand why sailors who visited this place grow so attached to it. Are you acquainted with Bunpuku-chan? That's the Tanuki-san the item shop down that hole, right? Oh my, she's in a hole? No wonder I haven't met her. Huh? I think she's very shy. She's always avoiding us. The fact that she's always hiding herself somewhere makes me wonder whether she doesn't like the rest of us yokai. It didn't seem that way to me. Oh, is that so? She's quite a mysterious girl, isn't she?
So she just likes to hide, huh?
Actually, that's not really an uncommon thing to know about Tanuki. They're known for that kind of thing. Ship? What's that doing here?
Strange wind blows, driving the ship forwards as if reeling it into somewhere. So I can control it, ain't that nice? Whoa, what the?
That thing is here.
Oh boy.
Oh. I was afraid that thing was gonna catch me out here.
Oh boy.
I can sense something full of bloodlust. It's finally time for our showdown.
So we're finally gonna meet the yokai. Alright, whoever you are. I ain't scared of you. Those logs make you seem like a big and scary whatever you are. But come on, whoever you are, I can take you, so come out of there. Oh, shit. I think I might have got a little more than I bargained for this time. Oh, crap.
Drain. Drain.
Whoa!
What is that thing?
What am I supposed to do here? Oh, forget... Huh? I wonder... Well, I figured that out a little too quickly. I guess it's the adrenaline. That bubble hits me, it'll slow me down. Where's the next boulder at? Oh. A little bit of freaking around to do this. That thing is spreading its... Whatever that thing is, it's spraying its fragrance everywhere. Man, I screwed that up, and I screwed that the hell up. I have a lot of time. Ah! Got me too many times. So I can't let that blue ball hit me too many times, and I gotta be quick. Okay. I went through a bit of an adrenaline rush, but I gotta keep trying. Alright. I know what to do now, so... The bubble's gonna... That bubble hits me too many times, it's over. So I gotta be careful. I did that on purpose since I know the boulder resets over here, so... Well... Gonna lure it over here. Okay. Okay, don't hit me once. Looks like that did it. Oh, I don't think she's done with me yet. Where'd she go? Now what? Wants me to get up there? What the? Oh crap, oh crap. Thing really stresses you out like holy hell. Ugh. Guess she got tired. Or not. Is she about to wear herself out? Hey, stop that! And I bonked her on the head. So that was the fight? She was just nuts! Looks like I can move on at least. Seriously, what the hell was that all about? Thing scared the daylights out of me. Ugh. Oh my, you're soaking wet. I never thought I'd go up against something that big. Ugh. I'm sorry, what? So that's what you really look like. Interesting design, I guess. She looks exactly like a squid.
She's so small now. Maybe she's the type to shrink if she loses spiritual energy. She's female? What on earth is she? She's Kraken, a yokai of the seas.
Okay, now it all makes sense.
Great. First they made a vampire into a yokai, now it's Kraken. Now Kraken herself counts as one? Jeez. Kraken-san. Kraken-san? You're the ruler of this domain, right? Does she maybe not understand what I'm saying? Furu. Person. Human. Person species. Human. Huh? Do you understand what I'm saying? Somewhat. A little. Only understand. A little. Furu. Me, Hakunen. Nice meet you. Why are you suddenly talking like a caveman? Furu. Hakunen. Enemy seed. Eat. Devour. Drain. Want to drain. Can't drain. Enemy seed. Unfortunately, Kraken here has no awareness at all that she's being used as a sacrifice for the Kodoku ritual. All she knows is that she drains anyone who comes here or gets drained herself. She's been trapped inside this place with nothing but her extremely primitive awareness to guide her. She's probably scared because she's under the impression that should anyone more powerful than her come along, she'll be devoured. Kraken-san, I have no intention of fighting you anymore. I just want to escape from this pot. So I'd like it if we could treat this as if I've won your challenge. How does that sound? Won't eat me? Of course not. You not enemy. Strong male not enemy. So then... My male mate.
I should have seen this coming.
You'd think I would have learned by now. Huh? Ooh. Ooh. Mate. You and Kraken live in very different worlds, especially when a strong entity has no intention of devouring the other. When powerful males do that, they're treated as mating partners. Huh? That's just the way those of her species think. To them, if there appears a strong male who can brush aside their attacks and utterly defeat them, it's only natural for the female to give over her body and become his mating partner. Huh? No, but I'm human. Couldn't have kids anyway. Can make children. No way. Ururu. Spawning grounds. Deep in hatchery. You welcome. Make children. Hey, wait! Aren't you lucky? You managed to catch a fancy.
I wouldn't call this lucky.
But still. For Kraken to be that scared, hardly anyone should be coming through here, and yet... I'm picking up a very faint scent of humans here. Scent of humans? Yes. Around the time they built this pot and cast the seal of the Kodoku ritual on it. Even the human sorceress had to travel in and out of the pot during its construction phase. And I suspect this place is where they set themselves up a little base to work from. It would seem that traces of those humans as well as memory fragments are scattered around here. It might make your path through here easier if you take the time to use them to look into the past. So do your best, and let's get you to that mating spot soon to be daddy dearest.
Please stop that.
Looks like I'll have to brush aside her seductions one more time before she'll admit defeat.
So basically, same business as usual.
Decayed notice. This is a prison for Kraken, the sea yokai. No male sorcerer is permitted to be here at night. Dark Talisman Challenge. Oh! It's another one of those rooms. Huh. Hold up. Let's take a look at this first. Wouldn't it be better to sell that thing to a collector rather than using it for the Kodoku ritual? It's definitely it definitely fetch a high price. Though that way of thinking might be rather unambitious. What is this? When the mobile team brought that monster here, I thought they'd gone nuts, that there'd be no way it'd fit inside. But amazingly, this bot sucked the whole beast inside no problem.
That massive squid has the ocean's energy inside it. Very fascinating. We humans would normally never have the opportunity to absorb spiritual energy from the seas themselves. And yet, it'll be possible if we can complete the Kadoka ritual. If one can defeat it, of course. Kraken is a very rare yokai. Its body has an extremely unusual composition. It normally lives in the depths of the ocean, very rarely spending any time near the surface. Just how on earth did those land-dwelling sorcerers manage to capture it? Regardless of the place, yokai are living creatures possessing a primitive and barbarous value system. But even among them, Kraken can truly be singled out as animalistic. It doesn't even seem to understand speech. Such a waste to use this one as a sacrifice for the Kadoka ritual. It would make a marvelous specimen for research, so it should be treated with great care. I'll look after it. I'll take good care of it, good care. No, of course I haven't been charmed by it, not at all. Doesn't seem to be anything else here. That was kind of pointless. Alright. So, how do I solve this? Right on the back. Make this room identical to the one yonder, then touch this talisman again. Make it identical. Okay. Wait, make it identical. Oh, I get it. I gotta make this room look exactly like how it looks on the other side. Okay, so... the way these boulders look... Huh. Okay, let's see here. Okay. What? They reset? Are you kidding me? Huh. If they reset every time I look, that's gotta make it more difficult. That boulder there. I also noticed that the flames are a different color, too. Can I interact with the flames? I can. They were green in the other room, so... Wait. Oh, I messed up. Let's get that boulder. Okay, now... that should do it. Make this room identical to the one yonder, and touch talisman again. Wait, nothing happened. Did I miss anything? The boulder is where it's supposed to be, right? Yeah, it definitely is. What? And... wait. Make the room look exactly as it does in the other. Huh. Well, how about that? The water's interactable. Something like that would trip up an ordinary JRPG player. Well, lucky for me, I'm no normal JRPG player. Perfect. Hmm? Wonder what those were. Easel's flute. Let's see. Ritual implement of a young sorcerer. Blocks enemy tongue techniques and auto-recovers vitality. Huh. Wonder if something like this will work on Kraken. Well, I might as well try it out. Another one of those fragments? Can't go over there. There's more of them. The enormous squid known as Kraken. The old legends say it's sunk countless merchant ships. I'm looking forward to carrying out the Kadoka ritual. Who knows just how much spiritual energy that thing will have. It was a hell of a job getting that huge monster inside here. Though considering how easy it was to capture it, maybe it's not nearly as powerful as we thought. That might actually make it even more suitable as an opponent to take spiritual energy from on the Kadoka ritual. What'd I tell you? It's a big one, ain't it? Now as for the reward for bringing it inside here, let's see. How about you set me as the first one to undergo the Kadoka ritual? 3. Woman! Woman! I don't really know this guy, but he got himself wrapped up in one of that monster's tentacles and started making all those erotic moans. Ugh, better him than me. If I touch one of those things, then I'd be showing off my disgraceful side to the world as well. That giant squid Kraken, I see. I look forward to clashing with the beast during the Kadoka ritual. It should prove to be even more formidable than Valkyrie. No, your jokes are too much. I'm not interested in that. Even if I could get my hands on that much spiritual energy, I'd have to fight that yokai for it, right? I'm not that confident in my abilities, so I'm not interested. I'll just take my reward and go back to my country. Using the Kadoka ritual to increase our spiritual energy is all well and good. The problem is who goes when. This many sorcerers here, there's bound to be scuffles. I'd like to undergo the ritual as soon as possible. Ugh. Nothing useful here either. I've been wondering about something. Why did they do it like this? Why did those sorcerers from the continent gather yokai from every part of the world? I would have thought it'd be much faster to get the yokai from a single place. There's a reason for that. In the original Kadoka ritual, you gather all sorts of different things to put in the pot, right? Centipedes, slugs, frogs, poisonous moths, lice, vipers, horseflies, bees, and so on. Doing that ensures you'll have a spiritual energy from a variety of different species. A variety of spiritual energy? Absorbing the spiritual energy of, say, frogs and centipedes means you have 2 powers inside that don't normally reside within one body. Simple predation doesn't mean you take the essence of your prey's power within you. It just turns them into nutrition. Yeah, I suppose so. But inside the barrier of the Kadoka ritual, you can take the power of an organism that's quite unlike yourself. And that's what the Kadoku magic on this pot excels at, or so I hear. I see. So in other words, they capture yokai that have all different kinds of qualities, so that they can obtain spiritual energy belonging to the various elements. And become powerful in the process? That's what those guys seem to think. The idea is simple enough. Think about it this way. Let's suppose humans fought each other using the Kadoka ritual. No matter how much spiritual energy you took from other humans, you'd still remain human since humans obviously only have human power inside them. Yes? But a human with water yokai power inside them is closer to a supernatural entity. Now imagine a human holding the energies of a vampire, celestial maiden, and water yokai inside them all at the same time. That entity would no longer be human at that point, but more like a god. They could possess power impossible to achieve in the natural world. And that's the reason why they wanted to gather yokai from all over the world. They planned on mixing the different varieties of spiritual energy together in order to surpass their humanity. Jesus, that is some heavy stuff right there. I see. Now that you mention it, the yokai here all seem to have totally different personalities and abilities. That's right, we don't get on in the slightest. We aren't compatible at all. To think and I'm trapped inside here with them of all yokai. What even is this? Okay, so I don't break these ones. I'm surrounded by useless louts. We would have had victims left and right if I hadn't been around. I lost count of how many I had to save after they were seduced by that squid's tentacles. And then there were those men from the east who were about to put the beast with their knives. I had to stop them too. Those damn men. Why didn't they help me when I was grabbed by one of those tentacles? What the hell do they mean by a promise is a promise? I'll kick their asses. The yokai they're trapping in here are all female. I want them to bring handsome young yokai in here as well. I can't get fired up otherwise. Even a human will do this time. I really want to drain some spiritual energy from a pale-skinned young man. There's one right behind you, but no thanks. No thanks in hell. Okay, that's surreal. So both of them lead to the same place. Ugh, that lewd magic is quite a pain. Kraken ever starts trying to seriously seduce you, every one of its techniques is one designed to tempt you. It was scary, but also got me a little curious. Huh? Raw? Filleting it? You're talking about eating it? Foreigners really are weird. How insane do you have to be to think about eating a tentacle monster? You do not appear to understand what I'm saying, my friend. To use such a large creature that's now in our possession as a sacrifice for the Kadoku ritual is a complete waste. Just think, we could have fillets topped with a touch of vinegar and ginger. With how large it is, we could feed every single sorcerer here. Dude, that is disgusting. I've heard the Kraken have a very peculiar means of reproduction. That's all it says. The person who almost single-handedly took down that squid and brought it into the pot is quite something. I wouldn't say they were doing something underhanded, but it almost felt like they were cheating with how used to it they seemed. The bigger they are, the less efficient they are with energy, so they just kept running away without facing them head-on. And once the beast tired out, they captured it. Fairly sound strategy. The sorcerers who actually faced it properly ended up losing to it. The whole thing was very educational. Huh. There they are, the less efficient they are with energy, so they just kept running away without facing them head-on. Huh. More and more sorcerers have joined us. Our numbers have been increasing ever since that day, or so it seems, but it doesn't feel like we're increasing in comrades. There are new faces here, but acquaintances keep disappearing before I realize it. What could be happening? Are they losing their nerve and running away? It would seem not every sorcerer will be participating in the Kadoku ritual. Many are afraid of battling yokai. They're only still here to get paid to mix and mingle with other sorcerers. I don't mind that at all since I have the confidence to overcome the Kadoku ritual. I'm glad there are only a handful of us with the will to gain true power. To think that foreign sorcerers steal that rampaging giant squid in a barrier, that was quite a feat indeed. I'm sure someone like him could have survived the Kadoku ritual. The man himself apparently wasn't interested in anything other than his payment for capturing it. These statues are here too. Huh. I see. I think I get it. Yeah, I thought so. Still don't know what these things are, but... Oh, got something on your mind? It's about the Kadoku ritual. There's something I'm not sure about. Yes, what about it? I never heard about this before. You what? Didn't you say you heard about the ritual before? No, I didn't mean it like that. I mean about using it with humans and yokai to strengthen one's own spiritual energy. I never heard of that kind of method before. Would it actually work? It doesn't really seem like a good way to go about it. But aren't you here stealing spiritual energy from yokai yourself? Your spiritual energy is actually increasing, and you're even learning new techniques. Is your power not increasing at incredible speed? Yeah, I do realize that. It feels like there's a much better way to become powerful by turning dangerous situations into power. I mean, capturing yokai to seal them in here is already plenty dangerous. You end up going through so much to achieve it.
just kind of feels like a very roundabout way to make people stronger. What's got you so unsure about this? Do you have something in particular that's made you doubt it? No, there's nothing in particular. This is how Master taught me about the Kadoku ritual. She told me it's a technique to birth better material. Material? That's right. She said Kadoku is where you release countless insects into a pot and make them fight. The last surviving bug will have obtained strong power and become an entity known as a god bug. Yes? But it's rare for the god bug to be made to fight for its own sake. For example, it'll be crushed up and used to make medicine or poison, used as the basis for Shikigami, or otherwise used as a powerful regent for something. So in other words, the god bug born from the Kadoku ritual isn't created just for the sake of it. Rather, is normally consumed for some other purpose? Yes. Consumed. But who's going to consume you? Aren't you just overthinking things? Yeah, I suppose you're right. Wait a second. That last part is actually concerning. Great, this again. Huh. There's no other way forward. Except for this barrier. The barrier they used to restrain the Kraken was amazing. I tried to make one of my own by watching them put it up, but it's ended up blocking humans from passing through as well. The process for disabling it is simple. The method of opening this barrier is quite a classic one. All you have to do is activate the magic circles in this room. It doesn't work well to keep yokai away, but it's a pretty effective nuisance for us. Magic circles? I mean, these? I didn't see any when I didn't see them. Is it just my imagination? Have a number of people from our first meeting not been around lately? They get spooked and go back to their countries? A barrier to restrain life forms is of great interest to me as a summoner. I wonder if the sorcerer or whatever will reveal how he does it. The barriers those Eastern foreigners can put up are amazing, both functional and practical. I like to try imitating it, but it'd probably end up like the poorly made one we got here. This barrier can be released if you know where the mechanism is. It's something even the guys who don't know how it works can operate. Let's hope we don't get found by any yokai. I think I get it. This is kind of like that contraption from before. Thought so. Okay, now where were the other two? So 2 steps from the tent, and that one right above the torch. That did it. Oh boy, here we go. What that person said about... Shines like the inside of a seashell. Dashing state after blocking special techniques, which triples my run reduction. I don't know about that, if I'm being honest. Shines like this inside. Run reduction plus... Huh. I don't know about using that, but... Puts you in a dashing state after blocking special techniques, which triples my run reduction. I'll keep that. Right now. Well, good luck to me. Alright, Kraken, let's do this.
Male, male, male. Be my mate. Have intercourse.
I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to decline your offer. I had to leave this place.
Ooh. Male, male not responding to mating. Then we'll court you. We'll seduce with courtship behavior.
No thanks. I'll try running for right now. Let's see what happens.
Courtship scent release.
That could be problematic.
Wet and slimy. Wet and slimy.
Oh, crap.
Fururu. Make you sticky. You can't run when sticky.
So she was the one who left those red slime trails I saw before. Those things slow me down, so I definitely cannot let any of that hit me.
Yeah.
Charm sorcery. This is getting dangerous. This. I seriously need to get my vitality back up. Okay, now. This again. But she's finally...
Fururu. Seed. Seed. Seed me. Make me pregnant with your seed.
Mating call. Looks like that thing came through for me, and I got more vitality in the process. Now's a good chance to use Blossoming Evasion. This again?
Fururu.
Squidding Rocket.
Sep draining scent.
Oh boy, that was bad. This is bad.
If courtship not working, then I use force.
You gotta be kidding me.
Mating time.
That was unblockable, so I couldn't do anything about that.
Fururu. Happy, aroused, excited. We going to mate now.
No, the frick we're not. Get off me!
You and Fururu will be mates. Mate with each other.
Wait a second.
Fururu. Make you addicted to tentacles.
Version. Wait a second. This is a risk I'm taking here, but...
Fururu. Don't run, don't run. Relax, Fururu drain you. Pump out lots in Fururu's hands. Feel ecstasy from tentacle drain. Ooh.
Shitballs.
Relax, enjoy, enjoy. Wet and slimy, wet and slimy.
Ugh. That was a huge risk I just took. But at least it got me out of it.
You not aroused? You not excited by non-human body? Fururu. Ocean yokai body feels so good. Ocean yokai holds amazing. Folds, mucus secretions, hot, have it all. You bury your sex organ inside. Mix Fururu's insides up with it. Pleasure, pleasure. You and Fururu both. Pleasure. We both feel joy of reproduction.
It's not gonna be that simple.
Fururu.
She still has that thing up, so...
Fururu. Make you sticky. You can't run with sticky.
She keeps using that special action.
Ooh. Fururu, Fururu. Do it, do it, do it. We'll mate with you. This again? Mating time.
This crap again.
Fururu. Happy, aroused, excited. We're going to mate now.
I have plenty of vitality this time, so...
We'll court you. Release courtship scent.
Man, all this is gonna be a pain to censor later. Magic spray.
Accept drink scent.
Oh. Well, that did it.
Fururu. Can't go on.
Looks like I win. Ugh, I gotta say, that was kinda close.
Fururu.
And once again, I got more of her power.
Fururu. Male, male. Don't refuse, Fururu. We mate.
Kraken-san. Sarah-san, if I don't get her to admit defeat, I won't be able to escape from this pot, right?
That's exactly right. She's one of the guardians for the Kadoku ritual. But with someone with as little self-awareness as her, I'm not sure she understands the concept of winning and losing.
Kraken-san, you've been shut away in this pot that's been sealed with a Kadoku curse. Forced to be a guardian for the ritual against your will.
Fururu. Fururu not been shut away. Fururu just here. It nice and quiet here.
Wow, she's not, okay, how do I say this in the nice way possible? The lights are on, but nobody's home in that head of hers. That's all I can really say. So then, about our last contest, will you admit your defeat?
Contest? Too hard. No contests. Eating or courting. That all Fururu do. Sex with mating partner.
Just as I thought, she doesn't understand the concept at all. She won't admit defeat, and I won't be able to leave.
Fururu.
You'll have to give her a quick rundown of what's going on. Oh, great, we're really doing this. So... I'm trapped inside this pot, and in order to escape, I have to get you girls to admit defeat when I win.
Fururu. You and Fururu both free. Ocean is freedom.
This place is all fake. It's not the real ocean.
Fururu. Ocean is ocean. Why you sad? Fururu no understand. Males love to mate. Becoming mating pair for seed. No greater happiness than that. None.
I don't think that's true.
Fururu. Don't understand. What you want other than mating?
My god, this girl really doesn't get it at all. I want to train more. I want to become strong. I want the power to stop conflict from happening. That's why...
Fururu. Males become strong to find females. But you already have female. We mate.
It cannot even with this girl. No, that's not it. That's not why I want to become strong.
Fururu. Do it. Do it.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, if I was dealing with someone like her, I'd get frustrated pretty quickly. Just how long have I been in here? Am I going to be able to leave? No. If Sars looks like she's gonna lose patience. Sars and the others have been stuck in here much longer than me. They said they'd been here for a quarter of a century now. It's far worse than what I've had to deal with.
Fururu. Still no want mating?
That is all she freaking thinks about.
Or maybe you can't get it up?
No, that's not it.
Ah! This is such a pain! Your contest is already settled. Hurry up and make her admit defeat. That's no easy task. Listen, you overgrown squid missy. Rack your brains together through your head. Fururu, Apsaris. This human here wants to defeat all of us yokai. That makes him the enemy. You might have been trying to court him, but here in this pot, that counts as a battle. Since you couldn't break this mail, that means you lost. Don't understand. Ugh. Fururu doesn't get it. Why Apsaris on this male's side? Huh? You telling off Fururu for this male's sake, no? You following the male since coming to this ocean. No, that's... You said human is enemy, but you are with him. Even though you look mad all the time. You don't leave him, always waiting for him. That's... true, I suppose. Fururu understand now. Fururu know why you don't want to mate. Huh? It because you already have better female. That why.
Are you kidding right now?
Hold on. Don't you get any weird misunderstandings here? You're wrong. This guy isn't my mate. Fururu lost contest before it began. Could not be fond of male and female. Ah! What this like? Don't understand, but you not need to stay here. You chose better mate than Fururu. Save your seed. Huh? Is it okay to win this way? It's not okay. Just go admitting defeat so casually. Give birth, multiply, live happy couple life. Oh, shut up!
Well, that was one way to win, I guess. A little unorthodox, but at least it worked. Oh boy, we are not going to live that down.
That squid missy got some funny ideas in her head. Thanks to that, we managed to get her to admit defeat. The cost of her misunderstanding what's going on. Well, fine. Doesn't matter. Your next opponent will be your last. The last one. Who's next? It's someone you already know.
I think I already know who that is.
Huh? Me.
And I knew it. I kind of figured this out a while ago, but I figured she was she was the last yokai. I mean, come on. I haven't forgotten where we are.
Puku-san. I'm just letting you know I don't want to fight you. Huh? You stop this too. Give up on trying to escape. I can't just because you tell me to. Bunpuku, are you really not going to be cooperative with this trial? This is Kadoku. You know how this works. If you can defeat the challenger, you can take his spiritual energy. I know that. But no matter how much energy I take, there's no leaving this place. Huh? Does she know something we don't? No idea. She's a pretty hard-to-read woman. She acts like she knows something but won't talk about it. She's always cooped up in that hole. She hardly ever associates with us. I'd like you to tell me if there's something you know about this pot. There are things you're better off not knowing. I'm not going to force you to agree with me. But don't agitate it. Huh? What are you trying to say? Well, telling you means you won't go out there. I guess I'll tell you this time.
What the hell was that just now?
It's watching me!
Huh?
It's always been watching me! You want to take my spiritual energy, don't ya? You want it, don't ya?
Huh? Wait, what the...
Huh? There, I lost. Take it. It's a steal at twice the price. You don't need anything from me other than my spiritual energy, right? Stay away from me from now on. Huh? She gave me your spiritual energy of her own will? Never thought I'd see the day a yokai gave up without a fight. What a hopeless woman.
Are you for frickin' real? Just like that?
That... It looks like the exit has opened now that you defeated the 5 guardians.
Did that last one count as a win?
What'll you do? Are you going through?
Ugh.
Curious about what happened with Bunpuku. It's okay if you don't want to go through right away. Even I don't know what's on the other side. What happens from here is up to you.
I guess that's that then. That was certainly tough, but I can't get this out of my head. Bunpuku clearly knows something that we don't. And if I know my JRPGs, that's usually information we find out later on. Only when something happens that you know, but only whenever something that happens that actually calls for it. Whatever that something is, it's going to happen very soon. We have the energy of the yokai, so all we can do is see what happens next. So, did I really pass the trial? That can't be it. No, that just cannot be it. Something's about to happen. Something big.